to another metaphysics and makeup video. My name is Dottie. I am the brightest star. Don't forget to go and check out my other YouTube channel with my pick of cards and tarot readings, the brightest star. And so over here on metaphysics and makeup, we talk about all the weird stuff. Basically, I do my makeup and we get weird. So let's get into it, because today we're gonna get a little different. Today's not weird, but very informative, and we need to talk about it. So basically, I want to talk today about meditation. Everybody knows about meditation. I think we all have a general idea of meditation. And if you don't, meditation is basically the act of clearing your mind. Basically, the way that you can look at it is praying is your way of reaching out to spirit, where meditation is spirit's way of reaching out to you and making a connection between the two. So, and science has proven that with 10 minutes of meditation, you can slow down the aging process. Oops. You can slow down the aging process. You clear your mind. You lower your stress levels. There are a bunch of really good benefits that come from it. And on a spiritual level, when it comes down to it, if you meditate, it'll help you tap into your intuition, your spirit guides, your angels, whoever it is that you work with. It'll help you connect with the other side. So that's why a lot of people say that it's so important. But the issue is especially with our modern day society, a lot of people have a problem with meditating. And just in general, honestly. So something that I found, and I thought that this was kind of interesting, is that there really are different forms of meditating. And I do apologize if you hear any bells, my kitten's playing. And I'd rather her be playing than tearing something up. So bless her little soul. Don't ever name your kitten after a goddess. It's a bad idea. Bad idea. Okay. Anyways, so, and one of the meditations that I found was so interesting, and this is something that's used by Buddhist monks, is that they do everything with two hands. And one of the easiest meditations, especially while I was, working out in the public and whatnot, it was really a saving grace for me a lot of the times to be able to use what I call a working meditation. And during a working meditation, these basically you can do while you're working. You can do while you're doing anything. And it's just being aware of your hands and your feet and what it is that they are doing. Once you start to become aware of this, it helps you to really tap into your body, because I find a lot of people, that was like a TikTok. This isn't the one I wanted. Boy, we gonna use it anyways. But I find that a lot of people, especially with the way our society is built, we have just a hard time connecting to our body. We have really been taken away from our body. We don't necessarily eat things that help us connect with our body. We don't necessarily do things that help us connect with our body. So we end up very disconnected. And this is something that through working meditation, that you can really help yourself to be able to get in touch, especially if you suffer from anxiety, because I find personally this really helps when you're suffering from anxiety, especially at work. So another one that I think people really overlook is dancing. Dancing is honestly a great form of meditation. It helps you to connect with your body. It can help you to clear your mind. And there's certain there are certain people who these are easier for them. Some people will find that through dance they're able to connect and just be able to release, and dance really is a great way to release a lot of excess energy. And that's another thing that, you know, meditation is really good for, is helping you to release excess energy, whether this be mental energy, physical energy. It will really help you. I guarantee you, if you start teaching your kids how to meditate, oh my god, their little cells, they calm right the heck down. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I don't have any personal children, but I do this with the kids that I babysit for. And you know, all of a sudden, I be dealing with little angels. They go from these little, bless your soul, I can't wait for you, mama, to come get you, to, oh my goodness, you're amazing. And dance is one of the most amazing ways. And you can do it whether you're young, old. It doesn't have to be like big dance. It can be little dance, whatever. It helps you to really be able to connect. So another thing that I have found that helps is there are things like fire meditation, because not everybody can just sit there with their eyes closed. So, but you can use things like fire to help you be able to just kind of hone in your energy, just kind of bring it all in. I'm going with like a whole cheetah thing today. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but yeah. So this will really help you to be able to hone in your energy, and it helps you strengthen your intuition as well. For some people, taking a bath or going swimming can help them to be able to tap into this state as well, because it really is a state of relaxation where you just allow everything to be, you know what I mean? So, and some people, they can achieve this during the shower. I know for many years, because I lived with other people, this was one of the easiest ways for me to really connect and just tune in. This is back when I was a Christian, so it was a slightly different thing in my mind, but it really did help me to be able to just connect, to just take a shower. And when you take a shower with the intent that anything that's bugging you down, anything that's not for you, that it just be washed away during that moment, and just allow the water to just cleanse your aura. You know, if you're one of those people who like don't mind their hair getting wet, go make sure to get your hair wet. If you do mind, that's okay. That is perfectly okay. But that I find is a great way, especially if you find that you've hung out with somebody and their energy is just like, you can't seem to shake it. Go take a shower. It will really help you to just be able to clear it all off. So, that being said, another one that I find, especially like if I'm suffering with anxiety, another one that I find that is really helpful is to take, and we're doing like super simple today, y'all. But to take and run through your five senses. This is called centering. So basically what it is that you do is, I see 5 things. I hear 4 things. I smell 3 things. I taste 2 things. And literally run through all of your senses. Bring yourself back in. This will really help, especially if you've gone through a moment where it's just raised your energy in a not so lovely way. Like if you're suffering with anxiety, this will really help you to be able to bring that back in. And as someone who has suffered with anxiety for years, it has been a lifesaver. But these are also really great ways, especially if you start to dive into shadow work. That is a great way to bring yourself back in. And too many people kind of overlook that when they're talking about shadow work, is bringing yourself back in, grounding. You know, you can use visualizations, especially when it comes to grounding, taking and imagining roots coming from your body, sinking into the ground and connecting you with Mother Earth will help, even if you can't get outside to be with Mother Earth, because, you know, the world's kind of weird right now. So, like, I don't even know what's going on out there. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend, but from what I hear, it's really wacky. Anyways, that didn't happen. We're gonna ignore that. But this one's a really good one, like I said, to help bring you back in. You know, I think sometimes we overlook things like coloring, things like painting. These oftentimes allow you to connect. They allow you to get in touch with that childlike essence of yourself, and really puts you in kind of a heart center, because you look at it and it's something you can be proud of. So especially if you're dealing with like self-esteem issues or whatever, take in color, take in paint, take in sculpt something, do something creative, and it'll help boost you, because you can be like, oh, I did this, it's so cool. That's literally me after I finish a painting. You should see the kids around me, because oftentimes they just look at me like, lady, and you're the adult. Anyways, doing things like coloring, painting, these things all help you to be able to connect. Honestly, reading is one of the greatest things you can do for your third eye. And it's kind of overlooked, but it helps you to get into your imagination. And that's really where all of these things lie. We really take and overthink when it comes to intuition. And I don't understand why. And this is something that I personally have done way too much in my life. I've really overthought things. Like, can't tell you how many times I've been like, yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. But yeah, so these things really do help. And too many times, these little things that we can do are overlooked for whatever reason. Another one that I really suggest for those who can't have a hard time connecting is to take and do sleep meditations. There are plenty of sleep meditations you can find. I do suggest that you either find ones that have like good affirmations that will make you feel good as they seep through your subconscious, or I suggest, if you're gonna use like binaural beats, make sure you look up the frequencies that they're using, because sometimes the frequencies that they use do the exact opposite of what they're supposed to. If you look on The Brightest Star YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel that I love their music. Great meditation music. Great if you're gonna use or dance as a form of meditation. I'm like, hi guys. But yeah, great if you're gonna use dancing as a form of meditation. It's just all around. I really do like it. Because it's not just like type music. It's like actually like, oh hey, like this got a little beat to it, you know. And For some, it will be listening to music that does have a beat to it. Listening to music that does have calming lyrics to it. Don't allow yourself to get locked into somebody else's form of things. That's not going to work for you. If you were meant to be that person, you would have been born that person. You know what I mean? So just understand that what's good for the goose isn't always good for the gander. And I know, I was raised by old people. I mean, like, old people. But yeah, it's really, we just need to stop overthinking our intuition. Stop overthinking the abilities to be able to tap in, because it's within us all. I'm not gonna sit here and say that everybody is like crazy psychic. So I think that's something that gets misinterpreted a lot of the times, and I know it's a little off subject, but I think that's something that gets misinterpreted a lot of the times. Everyone is intuitive. Being intuitive, you're like, stove is hot, I shouldn't touch it. Even without touching it, something just don't feel right. It's knowing who calls before they call. Like, not everybody is psychic. Everyone is intuitive. So when it comes to like actually being psychic, there are certain gifts that people have or don't have, you know. But these are more so messages that you can deliver to other people. And they're not just for yourself. Like, someone can be really intuitive when it comes to their own lives and not be able to give other people messages. They can just be like, I don't think I'm gonna do that. You know, like fire signs, for example, they're really good at this, but we're not gonna really get into that. But everyone is intuitive. That is the important takeaway here, is everyone is intuitive. You may not be crazy as psychic, but you are intuitive. And that's something that we all need to learn to really just listen to. And we're taught too many times not to listen to it because it seems crazy to other people. Well, that's why it's your intuition. It's not always about other people. Just throwing it out there. So when you feel drawn to do or not to do something, do it. Don't do it. Listen. My whole point to this is, don't subscribe to somebody else's way of thinking just because it's their way of thinking. We were made individuals with free will for a reason. We don't all have to think the same. But what we do have to do is love and respect each other. Because without love and respect, what is it? You know, you can respect that somebody's different than you, that someone doesn't have the same view as you, and not attack that person. You know, I personally only believe, like, anyways, I just don't believe that we should be attacking people in the ways that we do sometimes. I think that sometimes we just need to take a look within the mirror. Yeah, that one. But anyways, guys, just know that there are various forms of meditation, and enjoy yourself. Don't put too much stress on yourself. That's not what this whole thing is about at all. So just love yourself. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Bye.